Hi. It's been a while. I am 71 now. I had my birthday last week. Very low key. It was like almost nothing, which was fine with me. Last year, turning 70 was a big deal, but I don't really want to have another birthday till I'm 75. I don't have to be reminded every year that I'm aging. And anyway, I'm back. I'm so happy because since I made my trailer, I got a little bit of more success. And just now I discovered that YouTube or Google, somebody is actually putting ads on my videos, which is a good sign because enough people are watching that they care to do that. And I know you don't like it. You can skip through if you want, but hopefully they will put some good ads out there that relate to things that I'm talking about. That's the way they try to do it. So here I am. I don't have much exciting stuff to talk about, but I will talk about turning 71. And I actually haven't done any videos while I was 70. So, of course, I am getting older. You can see I stopped coloring my hair completely. I think I did that actually earlier on, but now it's pretty much gray. And if you watch my other videos, you know that I used to be a hippie. I was all about nature. I still love nature, natural things. I believe God created us and that we should make the best of what He gave us. And so I'm aging the best I can. I do have things that I have to deal with. Epstein-Barr is a big one, and I've had many comments about that. And I'm sorry I don't have too much to say. I'm still taking my supplements. I have my good days and bad days, and usually a few in a row. Um, my doctor has really reinforced to me. Just the other day, I was at my primary care, and he told me that I really need to watch out. I'll tell you why. Okay, and this is going into other things because I'm just going to kind of pour out things that are on my mind lately. I hope that's okay with you. I can go here or there. I didn't plan anything. I just all of a sudden got a urge to do this, so here I am. And if you like me, I hope you subscribe. I'm trying to work up to that 1,000 or whatever that number is that I might start getting paid because I am on a budget now. Okay, so I have worked out a budget and I have like 300 and something dollars every month to spend on food, household supplies, and entertainment. Um, I have a little bit of other savings that I'm reserving for my house because I own a house, and of course it's about to need some maintenance because I've been here 5 years, retired 5 years now, living in this really wonderful, awesome over 55 community, and I'm gonna be staying here as long as I can, especially because houses are not selling these days. It's really bad, the housing market. There's like 40 homes, I think, right now in this great subdivision. If you're looking for something in Central Florida, near the beach, I'm only less than 4 miles from the beach, and we have all kinds of great stuff and activities going on here. 3 pools, 3 clubhouses, we have dances, all that stuff. But I don't do much anymore because I do have these health things going on, and Epstein-Barr is the worst thing. God, I pray for you if you have it. It's so hard to deal with the fatigue. It's not something people can see. People always tell me I look good. They think that I'm uh, younger than I am. They think I have more energy than I do, but it's been going downhill, and Epstein-Barr is a big reason. Um, Also, I have the um, leaky valves in my heart, which they say is normal. or common at my age. I just got hearing aids. That has nothing to do with you know, my fatigue or anything, but it's just another aging thing, right? I didn't feel like I needed hearing aids, but I got a thing in the mail that said, you can get a free test and they'll pay me $25 gift card just to come and get my hearing tested. So I thought, what the heck? Let me go. I went, they told me I have 40% loss in this ear, 35% in this ear, and it's the low tones. And when they told me that, I kind of realized, because they asked me questions, do you um, feel like people aren't talking clearly? Sometimes, yeah, I thought it was them, right? Maybe it's me. So, and on TV, I don't pay $100 for cable TV or whatever. I do streaming, but I do have to rewind sometimes because I miss words. I'm like, what was that? What did they say? So I rewind it. And so since I got my hearing aids, and they're great, you can't even see I have them, right? Um, but they do feel a little, sometimes I feel them in there. It's kind of like, feels like I have earplugs on, that's all it feels like anyway. So it helps me a little bit so I don't have to rewind so much. And and talking on the phone, I think it helps me because sometimes, lots of times, talking on the phone, I would miss words. And I thought that it was them, that they're just, it's the phone, it's them, whatever. But I think it has gotten a little bit better since I have the hearing aids. So, if they also said that over 65, most people need them, or most people have hearing loss over 65. Just like the eyes, the hearing, everything's going to go. All of our senses are going to start going. I can still enjoy food. That they say that the taste is going to start going also. Um, I do notice that I like black pepper a lot. I put black pepper on everything. I remember my dad used to do that. And I never thought about black pepper much, but I started using the turmeric, which is really good for inflammation. And it says that you got to add black pepper to activate it. So I started using more black pepper. I realized how much I love black pepper. I put it on almost everything, bananas, almost everything. I love black pepper, but that might be a little bit also because maybe my taste buds are starting to crave more, spicy things. That's what they say happens. I'm always Googling, learning, reading, not reading so much anymore. That's another thing. I can't read too much because my eyes bother me a lot when I read. Um, so what are the other senses? Feeling. I think I can still feel things just fine. But that's another sense that will start going, I guess. So we got the eyes, ears, taste, touch. Um, there's one more. I can't even think of it. By the way, I actually was worrying so much about cognitive decline because I was noticing that I was forgetful and um, also, missing, like not being able to say words that I want to say. It just doesn't come to my mind a lot. I love words. I wanted to be a writer. I did do some writing. Um, and I enjoy writing, but I don't enjoy typing. And I can't even, because my arthritis, I can't hold a pen very long. So I really don't write anymore. That's why YouTube is so perfect. I could just talk instead of writing. So that's great. But so um, where was that going? I don't know. Anyway, but you can see what I'm talking about. I forget things a lot. I lose, the moment, what I'm in, what was I talking about, what was I doing. And living in the over 55 community, it's nice to be aging with other people, and everybody just laughs about this stuff, and it's happening with everybody. But I was concerned because, being that I'm alone, living alone, I don't have much family, um, and I don't have close friends. Even though I've been living here 5 years, there's people that I could kind of almost consider a friend. I think they would probably help me out if I asked them if I had, a need, but I don't feel close to them. I don't We haven't connected in that way that we share secrets. That's what I consider a friend. Somebody I can that shares secrets with me and I can do the same and know that they love me and it doesn't matter. You know, um that I'm not going to say something that's going to make them distant because the bond is that good. I've had many friends like that in the past. And now I only have one that keeps in touch with me a lot, and she lives 90 minutes away, so I don't see her a lot. And I miss that, and I'm still kind of striving towards that, but not trying so hard because I don't have the energy anymore, and I don't care that much. I don't mind being alone as much anymore. But anyway, I've been alone a long time, living alone and very independent. So I want to know, how to plan for my future. And I actually went to this study that I found out about on Facebook that they were doing this Alzheimer's study. So I thought, well, I might be getting it, because I've just been, like I just said, forgetful a lot and all that. And also, my brain gets tired a lot where I can't hardly think. I mean, I don't even want to talk to anybody. I can't hardly think, but that is, I believe, what's called brain fog, which comes from the Epstein-Barr disease that I have. But it could be something like Alzheimer's or whatever. So I got this thing in the mail and it said that, no, not in the mail, on Facebook. I saw this thing that said they were testing for Alzheimer's and they'll pay you $50 if you come, for the assessment. So I brought a friend from my community here that wanted to go also. And they interviewed me and then they gave me a test. And on the test, there was 10 questions and I passed 7 of them. And that wasn't real bad. It was kind of average for my age and all. But the interview, all the things I told them that I was concerned about, concerned them more. So they were kind of on the fence whether they should even do my blood test or not because there's a marker that's been discovered now um, in your DNA that shows if you are a candidate for Alzheimer's. And they won't test you unless, they do the interview and they ask the questions and then they decide if they want to do the blood test. And if they do the blood test and it comes out positive, then they're going to want you to go into this Alzheimer's study, which I was willing to do. But thank God my test came out negative. They did decide to test me because of more of my interview than the questions. Um, but praise God, I don't have Alzheimer's and I can't get it. It's not in my DNA. I can still have dementia. In fact, most people, mostly everybody, gets some bit of dementia. It might be mild or worse. Um, I asked because I saw, I'm always researching. I love to learn, and I'm always on YouTube learning about different things. And one of the things was about Alzheimer's, where it said that now I'm forgetting where I went. Was it with that anyway? This is what I'm talking about, right? So, um, uh, anyway, let me go back to something that was really cool. And I don't think I told this story before. I might have, but really cool. Maybe a coincidence. I kind of sometimes don't even believe in coincidence because I do believe in God, and I believe in a lot of that stuff there's another dimension and I believe in a lot of that because God is so big, way beyond what we can comprehend. Um, so it was really strange. I was on the plane just about 2 years ago. No, it was last year because yeah, Uncle Kenny died, and I went out to Las Vegas with my son on the plane to be with the other family that was there, my divorced family, and they still consider me family, which I'm very thankful for. Anyway, I was on the plane, and this lady was freaking out sitting next to me, right? She was a beautiful black lady, about probably in her 30s or early 40s. She might have been in her late 20s, but she was really pretty, and she's sitting next to me, and as soon as the plane started taking off, she started freaking out. And she grabbed onto my arm and she asked me if she could hold on to me, and I said sure. And she started crying. She was shaking, holding me really tight, and so I started talking to her and trying to calm her down or whatever, and we ended up, well, I ended up like holding her, hugging her, and she's crying on my shoulder and everything. I asked her if she was, I said, "Do you believe in God?" And I said, "Do you want me to pray for you?" And she said, "Yes, please, please do." And so I was praying out loud for her, and she's freaking out. And anyway, I said, "You know what? I have Xanax because I have had panic attacks way in my past. I haven't had one since I was like 30 years old or something, 20 something. But I still had a prescription just in case if I ever have a panic attack because they're horrible. And I had one Xanax with me. I said, "Do you want a Xanax?" She said, "I've already taken 4, but yeah, give it to me." So I gave it to her, and that one calmed her down. And she told me that she has these horrible panic attacks every time she flies, and she flies back and forth 3 times a week because that's her job. And I said, "Well, I think maybe you should get a different job." And she said, "But I love my job so much." She said, "We just discovered the marker in the blood, in the DNA for Alzheimer's." She said, "It's so exciting. I just so much love my job." And then she said to me, I can test your blood for free to see if it's in your blood, if you know." Anyway, I thought it was such a coincidence, or I don't know, whatever reason, just maybe God put me next to her just so I could comfort her. But anyway, that I happened to be sitting next to a lady that was on the team that discovered this in the blood. How cool was that? Anyway, they paid me $75 um, uh, to go there, and they did take my blood, but it was negative. So I'm not getting Alzheimer's. But I am losing it for sure. So that's why I'm on YouTube telling what I can while I can. And it is normal. Now I know it's normal. Whatever's happening to me is normal. It's not Alzheimer's, it's normal aging, and it might develop into dementia. But my doctor, anyway, he thinks I'm good, except for he thinks my main thing is the Epstein-Barr and something else that I'm not sure if I can tell about yet, but I might. But anyway, not yet. I'm not telling yet. I have to decide if I'm going to or not. I might have to uh anyway. So I have come to the point, being 71 now, over this past year, where I don't hardly dance anymore. I haven't my favorite dancing was swing dancing with a man, and I haven't done that in over a year. 'Cause well, various different reasons. But my legs are not working as good as they used to. And this is probably again normal aging. I mean, I know I have arthritis, and I'm starting to feel a little bit off balance sometimes. I was doing line dancing and just freestyle dancing, when we have a dance here in the community, or if I went to a concert or something, I would get up and just shake a little bit. You know how that goes. So anyway, I stopped this. I stopped doing the dancing I might get out there a little bit, but I really can't dance like I like to anymore. And I've just been staying home more, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I love you guys for watching. It's been 20 minutes. That's kind of my cutoff time. I think that's long enough. You probably saw enough. Hope you watch again. I will tell you more, talk about all these things more. Love you. God bless.